Here are another special characters in regular expressions. Let's open interpreter, and these are the ones. It's caret, dollar, backslash b, backslash uppercase b, backslash uppercase a, and backslash uppercase z. Let's have a little text here to play with. Let's print it so we know what we have. That's what it looks like. Okay, if I want to use caret, caret matches on the beginning of a line, and dollar is the end of the line. However, I found a very interesting thing here. Let's go for this. Pattern is going to be regular expression, compile, and raw string. Inside raw string, I'm going to have match on beginning line, which starts with first. Let's try to find the word first. It's the first line in my text, and that's the first word. I could go for a first line like this. Doesn't matter, as long as it is the first. Let's see if I can find this in the text using regular expressions. Now hits will equal to pattern, find iterations in the text. So find this pattern. We just compiled iterations of this pattern in the text, and let's display that. That returns the list for hit in hits, print hit. It did find the word first, and it matches the characters 0 through 5, which makes sense. This is 0 character, first, second, third, fourth, fifth is not included in this range. If I print it, text with slicing 0 character through 5, I should get exactly the word first. Yeah. Let's try to find the word second in our text. It's also beginning of the line, only the second line in my text. Pattern is equal to regular expression, compile, raw string. Inside I have second keyword, and I want to ensure that it is the first thing in the line, which is the caret, the beginning of the line. Let's say use the same hits, find the pattern in the text, and let's display that. For hit in hits, print hit, and nothing shows up. Now why is that? Didn't I just say the caret finds the first occurrence of our searched pattern in the line? This is the first occurrence of the word in the line, but this is the line 2. What's going on here? It took me a while to find it on the internet, because first I read it finds the first occurrence of my searched item, and it doesn't work. So what makes this work in this particular situation is when I need to add the flag in my pattern. I'm looking for the first occurrence of keyword second. It needs to be first word in the line, even though it's a second line. I need to add the parameter rem for multi-line. That is going to work now, because the word second is the first word in the second line, and if I add this flag, regular expression use multi-line, m for multi-line, now if I try to find this pattern, iterations of this, and display that, now I'm getting this. By the way, if I want to display that, so if the pattern looks like this, I need to repeat the pattern for this to work. And I don't need to display the whole thing, the whole shebang. I just want to display that. I'm doing this on purpose so I can see which character in my text it starts with and which one it ends with. But if I want to display just what was found, I can go for group and 0 in parentheses. If I do that, I need to recompile that again. So pattern is this, find the pattern this, and now I can do this. Hits, and group 0. This will display just the word without the extra information the system returns upon finding the right thing. Okay, what's next? Another two special characters in regular expressions are backslash lowercase b and backslash uppercase b. Backslash lowercase b stands for word boundary, and this one is the opposite, the word that has no boundary. Now what does it mean? Word boundary, let's create a text maybe. It's easiest it's going to be if I create a text. So let's have this text, bat space bat battery. If my pattern I'm looking for is equal to regular expression compile, now I can use this boundary word this way. So my raw string will contain, watch out, B for boundary. Word boundary is basically a pattern. I'm going to be looking for bat. So bat, if there is a bat in my text that has a space on either side of this word, that's considered a pattern. So there's one occurrence here. There's a bat from characters 0 to 3, and 4th is the space. And there's bat here, which is the character 4 through 7, but it has space on this side of the string. So if I go for this, let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm going to have now hits will equal to pattern, find the pattern, iterations of it, find iter in the text, and for hit in hits in the list, display print hit. It has found only 2 of those occurrences. Now the reason it has found only those 2, this one is has a word boundary, bat space. This one has word boundary because it is bat preceded with a space. So the backslash b would be the opposite of this. Check this out. So let's use pattern will equal to regular expressions compile raw string. Inside we'll have now uppercase b, and we're looking for bat. So this means find me the occurrence of bat which has no space either preceding or following that word. So if I go for, again, hits will equal to pattern, find iterations in the text, for hit in hits, print hit, we're getting 7 through 10, which is this one, and 10 through 13, which is this one. Now to prove it, we can actually, because we have now characters for slicing, print text, and first is 7, and let's go to the very end, from 7 to the very end of a string, so it should be bat battery, and from 10 to the end of a text, and there it is. So this way we can use word boundaries to find a particular word in the text.